Hey, good morning. It's Huntington's disease Todd, and I have Huntington's disease, so don't blame me. Hey, I've been listening to a lot of things that are being said, questions and that of, how does, or this thing or that thing, is it caused by Huntington's disease? And so today I'm going to go into like some of the things that I think definitely are caused by Huntington's disease. And it might surprise you, the list that I give you. I've been sitting here this week trying to get my act together on putting this together. So I always talk too much in the beginning and I don't say enough about what's going to happen. I want to try to get beyond that because I want to get more people to subscribe. I got a little subscribe thing here that I made, very professional. You need to subscribe to my channel because what I'm sharing will help you and your family and your loved ones. That's the most important thing. I'm just short of 1,500 subscribers right now. 35 or 40 is what I need. I just want to build a channel so we get our information out. But today's points are going to be, and I'm going to cover them each, and I promise you I'll get to the end and tell you something good. So my brain is short-circuiting. So talking about, I have Huntington's disease and it's not, don't blame me. And I almost call this, I have Huntington's disease, it's not my fault, but you know what? Got to come up with a title here and there. So my brain is short-circuiting. Number two, or B, it doesn't bother me nearly as much as it bothers you. The conflicts that we have are like water off of my back sometimes, and it's not necessarily that way with you. And then third, don't fight a battle you can't win, and I don't care if I lose or win on the, When we get into conflict sometimes as a Huntington's person, some of the things that we cause and do and say are, can seem very unrealistic and unruly. And, the more time you spend with someone, obviously, your true self can come out. So when you're sitting with your spouse, loved one, and you're taking care of them, you're going through all those care duties and all the things that you do. So so this is Huntington's Disease Awareness Month as well. So, I've been partnering some other people over this last month at Help for HD. And I tell you what, I've been getting a lot of good response. Some of my videos are really taking off. The videos that I do, people tell me all the time, thanks for doing these. It's really helpful. I'm glad to hear what you have to say about what my loved one's going through. I'm glad to hear what you're having to say about what, I'm going through. So those things keep me motivated, and I try to figure out ways to present this disease in a way that's, sometimes enlightening by the fact that I have it. I'm not the worst case in the world, therefore, sometimes, I don't have it as bad as other people, so I can express a little bit better what's going on. So that being said, my brain is short-circuiting. So why does my spouse not do this or that? Why don't they act right? Why don't they, help around the house? These are all questions that people ask on the sounding boards on, YouTube and Facebook and those sort of things. Why can't I ever get some sleep around here? That's a good one. And then, is this habit or ritual caused by HD? Let me just tell you, all those things that I said are caused by Huntington's disease, the gene that we have. I heard one time that we don't get HD, that we have HD. So that means that this gene is in our body, it's in our DNA, and at some point it gets uglier for us than others. And at some point in our lives, it just becomes a thing that we have to deal with. So finding out you have it and dealing with it is everyone's own decision. And again, it goes back to, the good or bad or indifferent of all that. But I have gone through curves in my life, and sometimes, I would say I'm better now at certain things and probably worse at others. Or I'd like to be better at things now. So my brain is short-circuiting. So again, it goes back to Huntington's disease makes our brain change. It's just like if you got a new phone. I got a new phone. I got a new version of the phone. It's 4 years newer. I think I had a 22, now I have a 26. It wouldn't work with my microphone. The reason I got a new phone, and it was just getting slow, the battery was going dead. My phone was short-circuiting, basically. I wasn't as happy with the performance of my phone over these last 4 years. Our brain starts doing that, and we just get less happy with the service we get from our spouse, our loved one. Now, again, some people are way worse with their short circuitry than others. I currently am blessed in some degrees to have the capacity that I do to talk about these things. I love sharing my story, and I love talking about these things while I'm capable, because again, I'm building the record, I hope, that'll help my family, people down the road, that sort of thing. So then, because we have this short circuit in our brain, it can cause all kinds of things for us to do or don't do. Sometimes, it's not safe for me to pick things up because I may break them, drop them, throw them across the room. But also sometimes I can just sit around and watch TV all day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Sometimes it's very hard to get up and go do things, and so other days it's not. It's the weirdest thing because sometimes I can be totally unmotivated, and other times I can be ready to get up and go. But what I've also found is too, so my second point was it doesn't bother me, but it really does bother you. What happens with our conflict in this relationship now, whereas it used to be kind of an equal footing, you get mad, I get mad, we fight, we argue, we tussle. No, it's not like that anymore. You get mad, you fight, you get angry, because that's your human nature. It's not wrong or right. Don't get me wrong with that. I don't care about fighting anymore sometimes. Sometimes I put my guard up because things make me upset. Sometimes I'll say things off-putting. But in all reality, I don't have that same defensive thing that you do. I don't have that same mechanism in me anymore. So my emotions are down. So I can hurt feelings. And this is our second point. I can hurt feelings. I can say things wrong. I can make mistakes. I can act indifferent or, out of place. I can say, sometimes I feel like the comments I make or when we're doing things with the kids or out in public, I can feel myself, whether it comes across that way or not with others, is that I, may have said things wrong and I never intended to, but that's just how it kind of happens. So then I get thought, and then also a thing that's happened with me a lot lately, and someone talked about it on one of the awareness videos about I'm getting sticky thoughts now. I can do something for someone, or I can say something to someone, and I can feel bad about it because maybe I didn't say it right or wrong, but I can stick, and now those things might stick with me for weeks. Not days, not minutes, not hours, but weeks. Usually in our brain, the DNA is set up that we get over things. We get beyond them. We can put them to the back burner and we can move on. Huntington's disease brain is not like that. And again, I'm talking a little bit about this from the fact that it is Huntington's disease awareness. I'm so happy with the awareness that we're getting this year. I feel like with the other channels and the other media and the other things that are out there, the word about Huntington's is really getting around. So that's it. My brain is short-circuiting. That's A. B, it doesn't bother me like it bothers you. And then number C, and 3 or C, don't fight a battle you can't win and I can't lose. Okay? Again, your DNA has got you on this fight path where you want things a certain way and you want somebody to react a certain way and you want things to be done a certain way. I'm not faulting you because you're human and normal. I am not normal. I am not human. I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I am not like you, and I'm sorry. And I want to explain this as best I can. From the Huntington's disease person that we are, we don't have the same emotional makeup anymore. We don't have the same even emotional baggage. We don't have the same concern, love, hate, or any of that. I put on this as a note. You need to have patience during disruption. Patience during disruption is something that I thought was easy to say, hard to do. So when you get going and when I get going, or when we both get going, sometimes you have to find patience during these disruptions. And things do get better. This is the part of the video where I tell you that there is hope and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw this in my mom. I saw this in my grandfather. And I'm seeing it in myself now. When I first got Huntington's disease, I was all ramped up. I went through all those emotions. I was freaking out, but I was doing things and I was trying to get things ready. At the height of my Huntington's disease during the beginning, I was just out there all kind of alone because I didn't really know what to do or what to say or who to talk to. And my brain was just all on its own trying to figure it all out. And then now I've started coming down on the other side of the curve. I've started coming down to where I don't intentionally try to get involved in conflict. I don't intentionally try to cause problems. I would love to just be loving and happy and get along and just try to live the rest of my life being a good guy and happy all the days. But what happens is I could say something wrong to you and then it can make you mad and then we can all get mad. I get over it, but sometimes it sticks in my brain a little bit more now, but it doesn't bother me as nearly as much as it does you. So on this, you can, it says, don't fight a battle that you can't win and then I can't lose. And what that means is that you're going to get upset and I'm not going to necessarily do that. So, but things do get better. And things get better because we change. Our personalities, I saw it in my mom and I saw it in my grandpa, we ultimately get to a point where we start becoming more loving and kind and caring, even if some people have to have medication or some people have to have this, that, or the other. But today's episode is all about the fact that I have Huntington's disease, don't blame me. So I started thinking of an idea. I want to start a new hashtag, and I don't even know what that means. I don't know how it manifests itself. I don't know how it comes about. But I want to start one that says, it's HD, hashtag it's HD, not me. It's HD, not me. I'd like to start seeing some videos posted here where people that have Huntington's disease, a caregiver, you could do this probably on, I know you can do it on YouTube and probably on Facebook. Make a short little video and just say, hey, the way I acted today, it was not me, it was HD. Or, so it all goes back to the fact that we can blame the person, we can get mad at the person, sometimes justifiably. But the reality of it is, it's this dang disease. This disease that's really causing all the havoc. It causes havoc in me, and it causes you to have havoc because of me. I can't change me. All I can ask is that you try your best to deal with what I'm going through the most perspective that maybe I can give. So again, that hashtag was, and I don't want to say it wrong, it's HD, not me. I'm going to start posting some videos there. I'm going to put that hashtag on this today. Subscribe, my brand new buttons that I made for my screen. I'm getting so technically advanced, it's hard to believe. So, the Huntington's disease, Todd, go to my page and subscribe. Look at the videos that I'm going to post here because there's going to be more stuff. Your family could benefit from all the things that I put on my page. We're into the, over 100 videos now that are available. Thanks and have a good day.